Hello! It's time for more Mass Effect. No, it's been a couple of days. I meant to stream with a shorter interval, but I've been kind of busy. So, back now. And, see, the last we left off was on the moon. And clearing up the moon. So, now that's taken care of. I can either do Novaria or Pharos. And I think I'm gonna do Pharos. So we'll head over to the Attic and Beta sector.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attic and Beta
Hello,
cluster.
Admiral.
One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go ground side and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Let's see what this system has in store. Nothing on that planet. Something here. A League of One medallion. That's a landable planet. Heavy metal. Alright, now we'll land on Elatania. And we'll bring Yara and Tali. Over the last couple of days that I wasn't streaming, I got a couple of new followers. So if you're watching right now, thank you for following. Let's see what this is. Work with me, Mako. I've been rewatching Korra, so I said Mako instead of Mako. Close enough. Mako's probably a better name. That moon is entirely too large. Oh, this is a fun anomaly. Oh, don't get stuck. No, don't get stuck. There we go. Mysterious globe. Well, let's examine that. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregular slot on the underside of the surface. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Slowly your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with others of your tribe. There's a pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of the skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to your caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life: the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is a sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls. You must range farther for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it, its call a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You wake an instant later to find yourself in Alatanya, lying on your back, the Prothean artifact looming above you undamaged, and your companion standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light, and you just sort of toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you've seen, the memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results of their base from on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realizing this is a mystery you'll probably never solve. Forget about it. That is probably one of my most favorite interactions in Mass Effect 1, and it's never duplicated. There's nothing at all else like that in the entire game or in any of the sequels. It's a really neat piece of information that they throw in there that I kind of wish they played around with more, like other events of that similar style. But they don't. Alright, so where are we at now? Downed recon probe. Right. Look at that. That little encounter only plays if you get the trinket from the Asari consort by doing her little series of quests on the Citadel. So if you aren't a 100%er like me, it's probably relatively easy to miss. But it's a fun little moment. Oh, don't get stuck. Monkeys.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module?
A monkey-like creature seems to have made off with the data module. Uh-oh.
This will not be easy.
Time to go on a monkey hunt. So if you look at the map, there's a bunch of spots that have suddenly been marked. But fortunately, the data module always shows up in one specific spot, so I'm not going to waste time by searching every single monkey. If you're playing a Renegade playthrough, this is a great spot to farm Renegade points, because every killed monkey gives you Renegade points, but I am not a renegade, and I am going to try my best not to harm a single monkey. Because that's mean. Don't hurt the monkeys.
Ready.
They need to put a turbo on this thing. Luckily, the replacement vehicle, which I guess isn't really a replacement, more of a side grade, but the thing that replaces the Mako in the future games does have a turbo boost. And a jump. Well, a better jump, rather. But that thing doesn't quite have the same sheer ability to climb cliffs as the Mako does. Right over here should be more minerals. As long as I don't fall down a pit. Oh. There it is. With its really slow texture load in.
Got it.
Now is not the time. We're in the middle of a fight.
What fight? There's nobody here. Who are you trying to shoot, Liara? So that monkey colony I just marked leads to a mine. Whoa. You can see it in the distance there, and that is where we will find our missing data module. And I guess I'll grab the salvage since it's right here. Remember, don't hurt the monkeys. I need to use her assault rifle, and Tally has a shotgun. There we go. We'll need more XP, so of course we have to open that. Getting more metagel doesn't give me XP though. Alright, let's check this monkey. Nope. And nope. However, this next room should have the monkey we're looking for. And as soon as I grab it, the Geth are gonna spawn in. That monkey, that one.
He dropped the data module!
It is a miracle the data module is still intact. Your pilot should be able to relay this info to your superiors.
Tally is very excited that we don't have to keep looking. Okay, now we get to fight our way out.
Hostile contact.
Whoa. Attack you. There's a singularity there.
Countermeasure deployed.
Hide from that sniper. And then completely missed the sniper. Thanks, girls, for catching that. Alright, still missing one. Somewhere around here. There we go. I think that's all of
I
them.
think we're done here.
We are Greece. Now back up to the ship and off to Pharos. Yep. Off to Pharos. That's not completely true. We have to check the system first, and then we can land. Birthing data disk. Light metal. And Logan doesn't have anything. At least the beeps aren't annoying. At least I hope they're not annoying. Joker drifting in Normandy. To be fair, I would totally drift if I could too. Not every day you get to drift a spaceship. We'll bring Liara and Tally. Tally for the Geth and Liara because her singularity is overpowered.
Exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
Did somebody level up? Oh, I did level up. I didn't even notice. Where am I going to put that? Let's put that into basic armor. Give Liara better, better first aid. And Tally can get better hacking. I need to make sure one of these two has combat objects. There we go.
Exo Presley has the deck.
And then we'll make a full save. I saved this guy one time, and it didn't do anything, but we'll see if I can save him again.
To speak with you immediately.
Who?
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Look out!
Nope, didn't save him. Nothing happens if you do save him, but I always feel a little bad that he just sort of gets a rocket to the back and immediately explodes. I don't think you're supposed to be able to save him, but because of the way it's scripted, you totally can if you just happen to get lucky enough to either block the shot or interrupt him, but like I said, nothing actually, like the game doesn't recognize the fact that you saved him, so. There's that sniper. Hallie, get into cover before you die. Granted, Liara is the one that doesn't have any shields, but that didn't do what I thought it was going to. That's better. No. Don't snipe me. Considering that's an instant kill. You are gonna get stasis. Wait for it.
Clear.
Head to the tunnels. Make sure they're secure. But what if I find...
Reinforcements have arrived.
Are you saying it? No.
You can try to talk to these people, but they don't really want to talk to you until after you talk to Faidan. So, I'm gonna run over and talk to Faidan first, and then we'll come back and talk to people.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
It's always a strange choice of words when he says the heart of the colony. Let's blow your shields. Oh, there's more of them. Luckily, Geth aren't too... Oh, nope. Geth aren't too tanky compared to humanoid enemies, organic enemies. Because the Geth don't get that hardness ability, which is ridiculously overpowered. 99% damage reduction.
Don't let me die!
Move forward. Don't get up.
Perimeter clear.
Heading to position.
Can we save? Good, we can. This encounter can get a little tricky sometimes. Give those two a hack. Pop your shields. Which, that a shot apparently didn't do anything. Anyone behind me? Oh, guess they got it. Here comes more. None of you are worth wasting a hack on. There we go. And that's everybody.
Now we can update Faidan and get a vehicle safely out of the Normandy. The Geth base is our next objective.
Let's see, any loot? There should be some back here. There's an encounter in Mass Effect 2 in the Arrival DLC that is going to be hell on insanity. I'm going to try to make it through the entire encounter when I get there. But you're supposed to lose. So, we'll see how well I do. I'm already dreading it just thinking about it now, and I'm not even finished with this game yet. Alright, back to Fidan. And then we can properly introduce ourselves to the rest of the colonists.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
Happy to help.
I'm just glad your colony's safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Don't worry, I'm gonna put a stop to
Help
them.
me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the ExoGeni headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
ExoGeni?
What's ExoGeni?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to ExoGeni headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
Don't worry, we're prepared.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
What can you tell me about the colony?
Tell me about your colony.
Life is hard and often brutal, even without our current problems. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
How many people lived
How
here?
big was the original Pharaoh's colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zoo's hope.
I could evacuate you.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
The Geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
Alright, tell me about the Geth base.
What can you tell me about the defenses the Geth have set up?
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least one Geth ship at ExoGeni, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
What can you tell me about ExoGeni?
What else can you tell me about ExoGeni?
ExoGeni funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
Artifacts?
I wonder if that's what the Geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course, the Geth could know something we don't.
Alright, how can I get you operational?
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Alright, tell me about the Geth in the tunnels.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
How about the water shortage?
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
And power?
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
And food shortage.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
Alright, bye.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Let's talk to this woman, Arcelia.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
Alright, jeez. Who are you?
Tell me more about yourself, Arcelia.
I'm a rent-a-cop. I was hired to keep kids from writing graffiti on the walls at ExoGeni. Then all this happened. I wasn't trained for this. I didn't ask for it. I just wanted to end.
Why are you so angry?
I get the feeling you don't like me.
How would you feel if you were hung out to dry by every government organization that ever promised to keep you safe? They should have sent a small fleet. Instead, we get one ship. And you're only interested in the Geth.
Hey, I'm a one-woman army. It's fine. What can you tell me about ExoGeni?
What can you tell me about ExoGeni?
Very little. I work there as a security officer. I know they were looking for artifacts and anything of value. That's what they do. They fund the colony. In return, we help them uncover buried treasure. It's definitely not as exciting as they make it sound.
What can you tell me about the, colony?
Tell me about Zeus Hope.
I can't tell you much about it. You should speak to Phi Dan if you want to know more.
Vicious.
What can you tell me about the Geth? Do you have any idea what they might be after?
I can't tell you anything about that. I suggest you go to ExoGenny if you want answers to those questions.
Goodbye.
Well, I mean, there are 3 women in the army, but I by myself am a 1-woman army. They're just force multipliers. Fuck this
Hello,
woman.
Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know... I mean, they are very important. Yes. That's better.
Is something wrong?
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
I see no major injury, but something must be causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest. You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What's up with your wife?
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Can I help?
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Who are you?
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
What can you tell me about Pharaohs?
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claimed.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's not all
You probably
bad,
didn't
though.
talk
When
about the
Geth are
Geth.
gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
Can you tell me about the colony?
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Phi Dan if you really must know.
Why? I'm asking you.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Phi Dan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
Yes, Phi Dan. Tell me about the Geth.
Do you have any idea what the Geth were looking for?
I can't think of any reason for an attack like this. We just wanted to build a home.
Alright, bye.
I have to go.
Shepard
Please
says
do
that a
what
lot.
you can to stop the attacks.
9 out of 10 conversation enders are, I have to go. Hello, Davin.
You're the one who repelled that last wave.
Yes, I am.
They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
You need food?
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I could fly supplies in.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Alright, what can you tell me about hunting Varen?
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
Tell me about the colony.
Tell me about Zeus Hope.
The colony is growing, or it was. But you should speak with Phi Dan. He is our leader.
You should tell me.
Why should I speak with Phi Dan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Phi Dan.
Right.
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
Fiber logs. Let's go talk to May O'Connell.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I would ask about Normandy's power cells, but as an engineer, I know that they won't work, so I'll see what I can do.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
Monica Doyle?
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
What's wrong?
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I could fly water in.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go. I could bring water in.
Unless you plan to make a trip every few days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
Fair enough. What can you tell me about yourself?
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not. This is not the time or the place. Please, help us or don't. Otherwise, leave me to my work.
That is a totally valid response.
What do you know about this planet?
I am not the one to ask about that. Ask Phi Dan or one of the others.
Tell me about the colony.
We are a small group, part of a larger colony, before the Geth attacked. You should speak to Phi Dan. It's his responsibility. He knows the colony best.
I have to go.
Something I just picked up on now for the first time is that whoever they had to do voice direction for this colony did a good job, because the if you listen real close, you can tell that they were speaking with just very slightly different cadence whenever they talk about talking to Phi Dan.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
Who are you?
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Gorat-tu Heranon Maldinest God Inost Ledra.
That is a mouthful.
Humans usually employ surname and given name only. Inost and Ledra in my case.
Is that long enough?
Why is your name so long?
We are named for our origins. Gorat-tu is my homeworld, Heranon my clan's country, Maldinest and Got are the city and district where I live.
Good to know. Who are you?
What's a Solarian doing on a human colony?
This Solarian goes where the credits are. Or I did. A well-stocked freighter can be a profitable investment on a new colony. But once I was here, I decided to stay on. The colony life grows on you after a while.
What do you have for stock?
How do you keep things in stock in conditions like this?
My list of consumers has shrunk significantly since the attacks, and few of those have time for shopping.
Tell me about the colony.
What can you tell me about Zoo's Hope?
A fascinating place by all accounts, though the Geth have made it treacherous. You might like it here too, if you gave it a chance, Commander. I never thought I'd stay in one place for long, but here? I will stay here.
Why would you stay here?
This place is barely holding together. Why stay here?
I can't give you an answer to that, Commander. At least not one that you would comprehend. Why not try asking Phi Dan? Maybe he can tell you what I can't.
Alright, what do you have for sale?
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
We'll buy this license, even though I don't really need it. We'll talk to Hana.
You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
I am? Who are you?
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. If nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those Geth come over the walls.
What are you doing?
Looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Phi Dan, what's the report on... I should go.
If I ask this question, it ends the conversation. So first, we're going to ask about the ship's owner.
Are you the captain of this freighter?
Not originally. The captain died in one of the Geth raids. I'm the last crew member. We shouldn't even be here. The Solarian merchant promised us a fortune. I wish... I suppose it could be worse.
Can you fly it?
What's wrong with the ship? Isn't she space-worthy?
There's too much damage. Maybe if the Geth stopped attacking, I could fix her. Then again, if there were no Geth, I might just stay on a while.
What can you tell me about the colony?
What do you know about the colony?
We just arrived a short time ago. It seemed like any other colony at first, but it's different somehow.
Different?
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of like... I can't describe it. You should speak with Phi Dan. He knows the colony better than me.
What do you do here?
I'm gonna
I'm
skip
just
through this
watching
conversation
over the
again.
ship. If nothing else, she's good for hiding it.
It looks like you're monitoring
No,
something.
well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I
What's
should
the
get back
matter?
to it, but Phi Dan wants a report on... I should go.
Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. Now, please, I need to get back to work.
Alright, bye. Hey, Phi Dan. What's up with your people?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones, friends.
These aren't trained soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy everything that is important to us. Don't judge us too harshly.
Alright,
I'll
fair.
talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Still suspicious, but I will accept that for now. Now it's side quest time. Luckily, the side quests on Pharaohs are relatively short.
Oh god, they're everywhere!
And that woman just had a bad time. Is that all of them? That seems to be all of them. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Yo, I freaked out for a second there. Give you a little carnage. That completely missed, thanks. Sometimes the hitboxes are too good.
This valve looks
What's that
like
valve?
part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
And then we'll get this
The system
valve.
has not yet activated. I do not believe we are finished yet. We should look for another valve.
And then we will quick save. There are Varen to kill. You get a boss intro cutscene for some reason. And I'm gonna need a little singularity action here, Liara, please. Thank you. Flying Baron. Unfortunately for this Alpha Baron, 3 versus 1 fight is extremely not good for it. Very bad odds. Baron is dead. Now we'll grab these power cells.
All targets eliminated.
Leave that sludge canister alone. Nobody wants to have weird sludge equipment. And then we'll do it this way. Where we're going to hack you. And then get into cover. Alright. You two go forward and aggro the Krogan. Further back, Liara. Out of my line of sight. The Krogan don't want to come out. Guess I'll have to move forward to them. No, you stay back. Krogan are scary because they do a lot of melee damage and their melee goes straight through shields. What? Whoa! Where'd you come from? Krogan ODST. Ooh, alright, no more Krogan.
Perimeter secured.
And no more gas transfer. Problems solved. Now we just need to get the water back on and all the side quests will be done. Speaking of which, there's the water. But we need to get rid of these Geth as well.
There! That did it! The system is active!
Unfortunately for the Geth, having biotics on our side makes them get kind of bullied. Stuck in the ceiling. Hey look, there's somebody down here.
You don't want to go down there.
Who are you?
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, and anything I shouldn't. No! That was a good one. Very intense.
Are you okay?
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
What do you mean?
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for. Looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Ah! Ah! Trying to get to the...
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
Are you okay? Can I help?
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting!
Fighting? Who are you fighting? There's nobody here.
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle, time's up. Company's coming. Ask Faidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Look out!
Oh no, more Geth. Unfortunately for them, they are just low-level Geth troopers. Which are no match for my handheld Mass Effect cannon. But that guy was awfully suspicious, so let's go back and talk to Faidan. He's probably not going to tell me anything, but, you know. See what kind of lies he comes up with. No match for the super sniper. This camera angle makes it feel like you're going faster, but it really doesn't do anything. I guess it's a little cinematic, though. Alright, Faidan. We killed the Geth.
Commander, what can I do for you?
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. They won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
Another topic.
Let's talk about Zeus, Hope, and Pharos in general.
Of course, Commander.
There was a man in the tunnels.
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
Yeah, no kidding.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Well, I'm not gonna make you force medication on him, so bye.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Hey, Davin.
Hello again, Commander.
The alpha male is dead.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
Alright, bye.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
Thanks. Don't really need it, but thanks. Hey, May.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Take a look at these.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for? I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
Alright,
The
Macadoyle.
water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume.
Yep.
Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here, a few credits for your trouble. Thank you again, Commander.
Alright, and I think that is all of the side quests. Or Pharaohs. Yep, that's all the Pharaoh side quests. Now we can move on to the Geth base and go to Exogeny headquarters. And get those Geth off this planet. Wait, let's see if Fidan has anything to say now that I turned in all those quests.
Commander, what can I do for you?
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
Getting rid of the Geth in the tunnels helped us immensely, Commander. But there are still some other mundane necessities, like food, water, and power to think of. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
I fix all the problems. Bye.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Watch out! Scouts. Oh, they'll be here any minute now. I don't know how much more I can take.
It's okay, we took care of it, don't worry.
Negative contact, Shepard.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
We are receiving a weak concept. I cannot pinpoint its location
Nope.
through the Geth interference.
Don't get stuck on debris. And also definitely don't drive off the edge, which is something I have done before.
I still can't get it from the location.
Any sign of movement? This becomes still here. It's only been a few days. She's my daughter. I'll wait as long as I have to.
Uh-oh. Alright, let's go on foot. Watch out for rocket king, man. This might hurt. Oh, there's another one. all of them? Oh, there's a couple more over here.
That's the last of them.
Alright, back to the Mako. Which is unfortunately about to explode. So we'll give that a little repair. Now we continue onward, without driving off the edge.
We've got movement. Some kind of vehicle. Not one of the Geth.
They've got us on visual. We must be close.
Look, people.
Dealing with the Geth is more important.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
I'm here to help.
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
You're not alone.
Phi Dan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving despite everything the Geth have done to them.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I understand.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you, but I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
Don't worry.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We could do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are
You
gone.
are a jerk.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where is she?
Where's your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
Don't worry,
If
I'll
she's in
find
there,
her.
I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
What can you tell me about Zeus Hope?
How did you get split up from the Zoo's Hope colony?
Most of us live closer to the Exogeny building. Zoo's Hope was mostly used as a port. When the Geth hit, we scattered. Until you told us about the others, we assumed they were killed in the first wave. If we had known they were still alive, we might have attempted to join them.
You still could.
They're fairly secure now. Maybe you should do that.
No. I don't think that's a good idea. We have no vehicles, and the Skyway offers little protection.
Like the building we're in now?
Listen, our best hope is to sit tight and wait for company reinforcements. They'll come eventually.
Do you know why they attacked?
Do you know what the Geth are after?
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something Exogeny is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. It's nothing personal.
Tell me more about the colony.
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
Why did you come?
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead, everything we built is destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
Tell me about the Exogeny facility.
What was the building used for?
Oh, yeah, we repurposed that structure to serve as headquarters for Exogeny. That's mostly offices with a number of light-duty R&D labs.
Exogeny is a master at repurposing anything and everything.
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana. Feros is a long way from self-sufficient.
Let's see if I can get any more information on Lisbeth.
Where's your daughter, Juliana?
No, it's just the same dialogue.
Somewhere at the ExoGeni headquarters, I hope.
Alright, stay put till I'm back.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
Yeah, I know. This person has a name.
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
Of course.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Okay.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
No catch, really. It's dangerous work, but not for someone like you.
What is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
Probably my sniper.
Really. All you need to do is find my console at ExoGeni headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
Alright, I might be able to help.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
What is the data?
Tell me about the data I'm getting for you.
Plans for a few prototype mods. I'm a freelancer. Some of my mods are highly sought after.
Why are you here?
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
Maybe I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, and the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
Do you know why they attacked?
Do you have any idea what the Geth were looking for?
That's for smarter men than me to figure out. I have no idea what anyone would want with this ruin.
Alright, well, this seems on the up and up. Bye.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
Anything else over here? No. Wait, I think I can talk to you directly.
Please, keep your fire to a minimum when you go to the ExoGeni building. We want to minimize damage. Oh, and I must inform you that the company will not be responsible for any injuries you sustain while in our facility.
What exactly is your problem?
You're not much of a people person, are you?
I like people. I just like them more when they're helping ExoGeni profit. Someone needs to worry about the bottom line. I'm the only one left.
Corporate types. Tell me about ExoGeni.
Tell me about ExoGeni.
Please. ExoGeni Corp is the premier engine of colonization in the new multi-system economy. And in conjunction with our core interests,
That is a company tagline, if I've ever heard one.
Investment base for shareholders.
Your core interests?
What are the company's core interests?
ExoGeni has a number of subsidiary companies in many different fields. The most profitable adapt alien technologies. There are many other industrial branches, but they aren't really relevant to Feros.
Who exactly are you?
Tell me about yourself, John.
Me? Yeah, I was sent here to do some routine estimations of the potential return on investment. The attack was certainly a surprise to me. I've been trapped here ever since. Can't wait for the Home Office to get me off this rock.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
Do you have any idea why the Geth attacked you?
None. We're scrambling to find anything of value. There's nothing here to warrant an invasion. There's barely enough here to warrant a colony.
Alright, bye.
I'm going.
Please be careful if you go to headquarters. We don't want any unnecessary damage to the facility.
Yeah, I'll be careful not to damage anything with my explosive sniper rifle. Oh. Corner there. One more Geth down, but nothing of real value in there. Magic disappearing box.
Wait! Shut down the comm! We've got incoming Geth! Damn it! Shut down the comm!
Sounds like these scavengers got detected, and they're dead. That's unfortunate. Sorry, scavengers. I wasn't able to save you. Whoa. Uh-oh. The armature's stuck on me. Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! There we go. Problem solved. Quick save. There we go.
The gap is moving rather quickly. Resistance will be extremely heavy once we are inside.
Those Geth sappers and ghosts are kind of scary because their sniper shots will one-shot you. Time for a surprise attack. No, it's not a surprise at all. What the? Oh. I have never seen it launch forward like that. That was weird. Let's see what's up with this over here.
Our weapons cannot touch a field like this. We'll need another way in.
Nope, can't get in. Drop it is.
A one-way trip down, Commander Shepard.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
It's okay, I have shields.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
Don't worry, I'm here to help.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
You can tell me.
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important that I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian?
Thorian? What is that exactly?
It's an indigenous life form. Exogeny was studying it.
Interesting.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Alright, fair enough.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
What do you know about the Geth attack?
Why do you think the Geth would be interested in the Thorian?
It's just a plant. I don't know why the Geth would care. Exogeny was studying it, but I don't think they found anything special.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
I really don't know that much about it. I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years even.
And what can you tell me about yourself?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a research assistant for Exogeny. I came here with my mother. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
She did. We met her.
She's with some others from the colony. She's safe for now.
She's alive? Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one left. Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
Alright, bye.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
Throw a singularity down the aisle. Make some Baron fly. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Alright, time to push forward.
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files! No, I don't want to review protocol.
Seems there's a Krogan over here.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
I love that line.
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security
It's so
exemption or
stupid,
make an
but it's so
appointment.
Krogan.
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Alright, well, let's knock you out, and then we'll dampen you. So hopefully you can't use your special stuff. There we go.
Exogeny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden.
Sorry.
Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
Elizabeth?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
Yes. What did the Krogan want?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Go on.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
Zoo's Hope.
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Well, this is clearly what Saren wants.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Control group?
Are you saying Exogeny knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
That explains their strange behavior.
Your pilot should be warned.
They couldn't hurt.
Joker! Come in, Joker! Damn it! That field's blocking us.
We must find a way around the field. We must get back to Zoo's Hope.
I agree.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility.
That's convenient
I have
for
detected
them.
unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
Tell me about the Geth.
What do you know about the Geth?
I have no specifics on the Geth as they relate to this facility. All sensors have been purposely decommissioned since their arrival.
Tell me about Exogeny.
I want to know about Exogeny Corporation.
Exogeny Corporation is at the forefront of human expansion in the new galactic economy, funding colonial development and securing resource rights to ensure our progress as a species. Further inquiries regarding company policy may be directed to Consumer Information Services during regular business hours.
Who runs this facility?
Who's in charge here? Who organized the research?
All decisions about local resource analysis and acquisition are made by on-site management, deferring to the board of directors only when seasonal quotas are missed or exceeded. Individual employee records are confidential.
Tell me more about the Thorian.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
How big is it?
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils. We have discovered bundles approximately 1 meter in diameter, but these seem insufficient to coordinate the massive sensory potential it possesses. It may simply process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps there is a nerve cluster of a greater magnitude we have not yet encountered.
How smart is it?
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
How does it control people?
Do you know how the creature controls its slaves?
The will subversion manifests as intense pain if directives are ignored. The effect is severe enough that subjects are soon conditioned against even minor thoughts of rebellion. Observation suggests the Thorian views its thralls in a utilitarian way. Care is apparently taken to avoid injuring them, much as a craftsman avoids damaging his tools. As long as no action is taken against the creature's objectives, the subjects are free to pantomime a normal existence until specifically tasked with something.
Where can I find
Where's
it?
the center of this thing?
The Thorian is present as a weave of tendrils across much of the lower surface of Pharos. Observation of enslaved subjects suggests there may be key clusters that are tended by thralls. Unfortunately, direct observation of species 37 is limited, or non-existent.
Alright, well, that's bad enough you can tell me about Thorian. Tell me about Elizabeth.
Please access my personal
Or
files.
rather, Elizabeth, since there's no E.
Elizabeth Bainham, Research Assistant, Biomedical Division, Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
Why was I sanctioned?
What triggered the probation?
You were marked as combative about the operations of the Zuzho project, specifically regarding the handling of the infected colonists. As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
Alright, bye.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
Let's quick save and push forward. Well, this is weird.
The Geth use these claws to anchor their ships to the sides of buildings.
Indelicate perhaps, but very efficient. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but the Geth are very thorough.
What's up with this orb?
This structure seems to have significance for the Geth. Is it possible they set up this room to serve as a sacred temple of sorts?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power.
Makes sense, although this is never seen again or explained.
Hostile spotted.
Alright, let's give you a hack. And give you a hack. And then give cover. Is that all of them? That appears to be all of them. I'll go over here. And more Krogan. I'm gonna give you a damper. We're gonna give you a stun.
It's over now.
That was easy enough. We got Gavin's data. think we got Gavin's data. Yeah, we have Gavin. Can't go down, so we'll go up. It's in this crate. It's weird how they fill all these crates with Omnigel. Side quest marker.
Same as before. We don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking.
This is a good combat track, and it plays for like 3 seconds. And we're
This
clear.
is interesting, Commander Shepard. A containment lab of some kind.
It is an asset we lacked at the other claws. Dislodge even one claw and that ship will fall.
Hack this terminal, see what the Geth have in store for us. Oh, backed myself into a corner. Uh-oh. That's fine, it's over done well. So this is a quick math puzzle. But it's always the same every time, so you just flip the 7, the 11, and the 13, and you have exact pressure. And then the Geth ship just sort of falls over. Bye,
Very
Geth.
good. The field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with the Storian creature. I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
This is shore party.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
Don't panic.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
Everyone stay close.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
more crates full of gel. Alright, now we're done with the X-Jenny headquarters, so we can head back to Zeus Hope.
We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
In a minute. First, I need to talk to you.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
I believe you.
You did what you could. I'll help them if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zeus Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
That's a smart move.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
Go ahead.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for letting me know.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Now we drive back along the freeway and get back to Zeus Hope. Kill some more Geth along the way. Very careful not to drive off the edge. You don't get to see much of it, but Ferris is actually kind of a neat planet as far as the visuals go. Even though everything's kind of rubbled and in ruins.
What was that?
This is Juliana Beta of Ferris Colony. Please help us.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop the rover!
I suppose you can actually leave her here and just continue forward, but I have never done it, so I don't know what happens if you do. Instead, we're going to come down here and find out what all the yelling's about.
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what you did during the Blitz, but your heroics aren't needed here.
Stay calm.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human
Megacorps.
colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Species 37.
You're after the one unique thing Pharos has. The Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zeus' Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
What about the big picture?
Can't you see the inherent potential in this colony? Think of the promotional opportunities.
Opportunities? What the hell are you talking about?
Pharos will be a symbol.
They recovered from an alien attack on a frontier world. Add that to your company profile.
Well, yeah. No one's ever gone broke playing the champion of humanity card.
Sadly, you'd probably make a killing. But if it will let us get back to our lives, I'm for it.
It just might work. Wait, no, but the infected colonists will throw a bit of a wrench in that plan. No, they need to disappear.
You can't just kill the colonists. It's not their fault.
If you kill only the Thorian, it might be enough to stop the infection. Maybe.
Well, that does sound logical.
It's worth a try, but I don't know if I can avoid harming the colonists.
There has to be another way.
Maybe there is. Come and talk to me before you leave, Commander.
Just make sure there's no evidence when you're done. You shouldn't be wasting time. Deal with the Thorian.
Alright, let's talk to Juliana.
I'm glad you've decided to help us. I think there's a way to avoid killing the colonists.
I hope so.
What'd you have in mind?
I think you could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Won't I get caught in too?
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
A reduced capacity concussion grenade might suit our needs.
Alright, I'll do it.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
We'll stay out of your way until you clear a path. Good luck.
Hi, Gavin.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I found your data.
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
No problem.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
I'm gonna check my inventory because I have a bunch of stuff I was completely ignoring. Clear out all of these assault rifles, but not the anti-thorian gas. I have picked up way too much stuff. Some people complain about the lack of inventory management in the future games, but honestly I think I kind of like the simplification. Even though the customization in this game is kind of nice. But then you end up with situations like this where there's just way too many things. Alright. Let's load up the anti-thorian gas. Anybody else can we talk to? I think it's everybody. Check with Elizabeth.
It's almost time, isn't it?
Alright.
Maybe we can free our friends after.
Back up to the Mako.
It's my fault this happened.
Ah. Don't get stuck on stuff. Oh, don't fall off the edge. Which is all too easy to do on this bridge. What is that?
Hostile spotted.
Well, that's creepy.
No amount of infection could have altered a human to that extent. I wonder what is going on here.
Alright, be very careful and leave the colonists alive.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
As you order, Commander Shepard.
Alright, let's make sure my pistol is loaded with shredder rounds. Something the game doesn't tell you is if you want to knock out the colonists, you can use the grenades, but if you don't want to use the grenades, you can also punch them. I have so much health on insanity. The grenade will instant kill these things, but I kind of want to save them as long as I can. 5 more grenades.
Blocks.
There's some more grenades, luckily. That's almost out. Alright, we haven't killed a single colonist yet.
Take cover! There are the controls for the crane combination. Makes sense of it.
All of them? I think that's all of them. And we didn't kill a single colonist. Phew.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't.
Fidan, no! Well, bye, Fidan. At least you went down fighting. Bye. Yay! Not a single colonist killed. Perfect run. Although I only have 1 grenade left, so that's unfortunate. Yara needs to be using her assault rifle. Quick save, and there is...
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... Kila. What is that?
That's a plant?
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Well, that's kind of gross.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
I'm here to make a deal.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Thorian, I'm here to bargain.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I'm after Saren.
Give me what I need, and I'll strike back at the one who betrayed you.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground and the new growth.
Alright, Liara, give her a push. That's not a push. You're supposed to give her a push off the edge. These things really have entirely too much health. I know, Tally. I'm just trying to deal with the creepers. Oh, crap. Alright, there goes the first node.
That had the desired effect, I believe. A few more and it will be severely.
That is really gross. It's also kind of impressive at how quickly the Thorian can create clones. Only that walker gave more grenades. Hopefully these creepers don't wake up behind me. There's no real quick saving in this area, so hopefully I don't die. Oh, that's a lot of red dots in front of me. Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh, no. That's what happens when you get enemy biotic-ed. Hopefully I don't die anymore on this sequence, otherwise it might last a while. I need you all to focus on her. Luckily, the Asari clone only spawns once per cycle. Otherwise, this area would be really hell. You again. Bye. Whoa, where'd you come from? Can we revive Aurora now? Yes, we can. Okay, good. Pop a metal gel just in case. Maybe we can quick save now.
That's the last of them.
There we go. No. Almost got me again. Allie, get out of the way. Oh, hell. Alright, well, forget all of you. Oh no. That's not good. That is a lot of Thorian creepers. And past all of you. I didn't kill all of them, unfortunately, but hopefully I killed enough. Sorry, clone. We need to get rid of you. Good, you're gone. And I can revive Liara now. her she died immediately, so that's good. Oh, that is so many. Alright, I think that was the last of them. At least I hope that was the last of them. Nope, looks like there's still some more. Maybe this one I can lure off the edge. Maybe that was the last one. Here's hoping.
Negative contacts, Commander.
And checkpoint. Whew. Uh-oh. Alright, we're gonna need more to kill more Thorians. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Oh, this is not gonna go good. At least I quick saved. At least I have a quick save.
We're on the right track.
Maybe I can get them stuck in the stairwell. Although I think I'm gonna have to retreat down it a little bit. Are you still not dead? There we go. We'll need to kill more Thorian creepers. That right, take shots from over here. Need to kill this last node, and then this sequence from hell will be done. There we go. Goodbye, Thorian.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Are you okay?
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
He tricked her?
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Benezia sought to turn the river and was swept away.
How is this possible?
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel. An enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
That's horrible.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What does the cipher do?
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the cipher is knowledge?
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
There has to be some way.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours. as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you all right?
I think I'm okay.
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift, the experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship where you can be monitored.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
You sound almost sad.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years.
I
maybe
actually
more.
agree with her.
There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
Tell me about yourself.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Tell me about Saren.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
Tell me about the Matriarch.
I want to know more about Benezia.
Benezia was greatly respected among our people. A powerful biotic, even for an Asari. She was widely known as a teacher of philosophy and religion. She always sought the paths of peace and harmony. She joined with Saren because she hoped to turn him away from his path of destruction.
It backfired.
Instead, she became one of his most powerful allies.
As I mentioned before, Matriarch Benezia underestimated Saren. Be sure you do not make the same mistake.
Tell me about Sovereign.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating, its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
And it controls minds?
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling. Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There's no other way to explain it.
Alright, well, what should I do with you?
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
Sounds like a noble idea.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
I can't believe it. Jong says we'll have all the money we need to keep this place running. It's because of you, Shepard. I can't thank you enough.
You are welcome. Jong.
All traces of the Thorian will be erased in short order. Ferris will have a second chance thanks to you. I think this plan of yours just might work.
Good.
Ships are already on their way here with supplies.
Thank you so much. Now Exogeny will pour the money in. We'll be able to rebuild and then some.
I fought so hard, but any thought of my own caused so much pain.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Farewell,
Bye.
Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
Alright. Check in with everybody real quick. Then we will get off this rock.
Thank you for everything you tried to do here.
I'm free. Thank you for giving me my mind back.
You are welcome.
Free. I can't believe I'm free.
Thank you for everything you did.
So many grateful people.
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again.
I think I already hacked that terminal, but more XP is more
You were at the
XP.
Skillian Blitz, right? Never thought someone like you would help us.
Let's see if Valedra has anything to say.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What are your plans
What will
now?
you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
I should go.
Goodbye.
I wish you well in your future efforts.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
That's Commander Shepard talking to Commander Shepard.
It will take time for things to get back to normal. Thank you for freeing us.
Alright, we are done with Pharos. So back to the ship.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
I feel a little strange.
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Go ahead.
Do it. Hurry.
I don't mind
We
having
don't
you
have
in
much
my mind.
time.
Relax, Commander.
Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
So there was nothing useful?
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
Well, now what?
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Are you okay?
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Alright, go ahead.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yep.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
It's probably better off this
The
way.
Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
They help everyone.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Alright, let's go have a chat with all the crew.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
I have to go.
Good point, Joker.
All right, see ya.
Let's go see how Liara is doing. Hi, Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I was worried.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Well, she is the
You're in
best.
good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me more about you.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Well, we're short-lived.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Intimidating?
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Well, I'm trying.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You could have asked me.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
I want to believe that.
Are you sure you're interested in me, or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
What? No. Forget Alenko.
Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
No, I am definitely gay for you.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Don't analyze this.
Quit thinking like a scientist. Logic doesn't work when it comes to relationships. Just let yourself get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Are you scared?
Don't tell me a little danger puts you off.
This is all a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, good timing.
I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
I understand.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Bye, Liara. I just finished Pharos and am doing all of the after mission talks. And it's getting kind of late, so I think as soon as I'm done with the after mission talks, I'm going to end the stream for the night. But first, I have all the rest of the crew to talk to.
Talk now, Commander.
I'm listening.
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
Are you concerned with me?
It's a personal observation, Caden.
I don't want to step on anyone else's toes, especially if you're if I have misread your interests.
You mean Liara?
Someone? You're referring to our young Prothean expert.
I think she's older than both of us put together, but yeah. There's a lower deck rumor that she's interested in you as more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady, to my tastes, but I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
Are you jealous?
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
Alright, which one of these choices does not lock in the romance? I'm here, aren't I?
Look, you didn't want to talk about Liara, did you? What's your real issue?
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern.
Sorry, Kane, but I'm gay.
Any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
You had a bad experience?
Talk to me, Caden. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Why couldn't we do it alone?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Experts?
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the
It's this area of the ship. The lighting in this specific spot always makes the models look like they are sweating profusely, and I have no idea why. No, I'm sure they meant well.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to New Beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all
Yeah, I
this
agree. It is kind of
is
weird.
that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
Why tell me?
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
You're assuming a lot there, Caden.
So you think you have leave to talk like we're more than officers?
I got some signals. Maybe some static too, I guess. If I'm out of line, just say the word.
You're out of line.
Sorry, Caden. This was just a battlefield thing.
There's my answer then. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Commander. I got some mixed signals.
He only got mixed signals because when this game came out, they weren't allowed to make obvious, you know. It was expected you would romance the one specific person. Luckily, that's not a thing anymore. Oh crap, I forgot to talk to him about the mission. Ah, whatever. I'll come back and talk to him in a minute. First, we need to check in with Garrus, who is way better than Caden.
Commander, good to see you.
But they're both better than Ashley, so it's fine.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Anything specific?
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Disturbing?
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Is this common?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the Psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
What did you find?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Krogan testicles?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
Well, what about the doctor?
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Interviewing?
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off.
Garrus.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
That's sick.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Did you interview him?
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
What?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
They let him go?
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
I agree with them.
It's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
You're wrong, Garrus.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Give it to me.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Rex?
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Yes, elaborate.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why did you leave?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Really?
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war, He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What about you?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
What about Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
And you went?
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Your father?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard?
Maybe.
I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
Really?
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
I'll look for it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Good.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
All right, Ashley.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that young guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
Well, they're only human.
All you need to do is show them how getting what you want gets them what they want.
You make it sound easy. Frankly, I just wanted to put a few rounds in him and leave.
Yeah, of course you did.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Caden.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Tell me about your family.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Tell me about your
Did
dad.
your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
How about your mom?
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids.
Yeah, I
while
was
dad's
thinking
away
that
on a
too.
6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big
See, here's the
family.
thing about Ashley is she
Yeah,
does seem
I'm the
kind of
oldest,
old-fashioned, so she
Sarah's
might have
the
actually
youngest.
meant it
She's
that
still in high
way.
school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
And your home life.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Sounds familiar.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Tell me about it.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Vid
Where
mails.
were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Well, no means no.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Self-defense?
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
What about you?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
What happened with Mike?
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
I didn't want to compliment
Better.
Ashley.
I'm more or
Thanks,
less a straight
game.
up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Where was your father?
Where was your father during this? Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Torn between wanting to be mean to her and being professional and nice. Tennyson, right?
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Well, it is a good piece.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
From the afterlife?
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Well, it's not my place to judge.
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to judge.
I
I'm
should
just
get
not
back
going
to
to say
my
it out loud.
duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Bye.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
I don't remember if Tally has anything to say.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, she does. Good. Glad you're feeling better, Tally.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Staren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Don't worry, you will.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
Why?
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
You're royalty?
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
Preferential treatment?
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
Sounds like a lot of
It
pressure.
must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Well, what if we save the galaxy?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
So what's the answer?
What do you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Tell me about your father.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
What about your mother?
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Were you close to your dad?
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with, and he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant, like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down
That's
by
kinda
all that
depressing.
responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Alright, bye.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, let's go have that last conversation with Kaiden before I forget, and then I think that'll about wrap it up for tonight.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with John, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Bye.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Alright. Well, I got Pharaoh's done today, and another main story mission done. And it went for about 3 hours, so I think that's good stream. I'm gonna try to stream again tomorrow and hopefully start a little earlier so it's not running quite so late. And yeah, that's about that. So thank you for watching and have a good night. I will see you later.